Solving the solution by graphical method. These are the following steps to solve a graphical method. First step is to formulate the given problem as LPP. Next, draw a graph with one variable on horizontal axis and one on vertical axis. Plot each of the constraints as if they were equalities or equation. Identify the feasible region. Name the intersection of constraint on perimeter of feasible region and get the coordinates. Substitute each of the coordinates into objective function and solve for z. Select the solution that optimizes z. Obtain z mean or z max. To find the feasible region, which is the common region, we should know that in the equation, if there is this symbol, the arrow should be made upwards. And when there is less than or equal to symbol, it is downward arrow. All the first question, here it is given z max is equal to 3x1 plus 4x2, x1 plus x2 is less than or equal to 450, 2x1 plus 2x2 is less than or equal to 600. First step is to convert the inequalities, which means write x1 plus x2 is equal to 450. Here if we put x1 is equal to 0, x2 becomes 450, and if x2 is equal to 0, x1 becomes 450. Hence write it as 0 comma 450 and 450 comma 0. Then for 2x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 600, write it as 2x1 plus x2 is equal to 600. If x1 becomes 0, x2 is 600. Then if x2 becomes 0, x1 2x1 is equal to 600. x1 becomes 600 divided by 2, which means 300. So these are the coordinates 0, 600 and 300, 0. These are the coordinates. We have to plot the graph where here is 300, 0, which is for this equation 300, 0 and 0, 600. This is for 2x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 600. And for x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 450, we got 0, 450, 0, 450 and 450, 0. We form a line here. This is for x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 450. Next, to find the feasible region, when the symbol is less than or equal to, make down arrow, which means draw down arrow for here. All these are down arrows for this equation and also for this equation. Now find common space. The common space is the feasible region. Here the common space is this. This is the common space. So mark it as O, A, B, and this is C. For O it is 0, 0 coordinates. For A it is 300, 0. Here this is 300, this is 0. For B it is this 150, 150, 150, 300, 150, 300, 150, 300, and for C it is 0, 450, 0, 450. So we get these coordinates. Based on these coordinates, we find the value of z. In the question, there is z max is equal to 3x1 plus 4x2. So z0 is 3. Substitute 0 plus 4, 0. It gives 0. Then ZA is equal to 300 plus 4 into 0, which gives 900. For ZB it is Z into 150 plus 3 into 150 plus 4 into 300. We get 1650. For ZC it is 30 plus 4 into 450, which gives 1800. So here maximum value is 1800 is the maximum value. So the coordinate of x1 comma x2 is x1 is 0, x2 is 450.